Hey guys, it's
Hey.
Frank here with my cousin Amanda, and we're going to talk about the second episode of season 4 of
Teen
Teen
Wolf.
Wolf, 117. That's the
Yes.
episode title. We'll get to the title later. But this episode was mainly a setup episode for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
We met a lot of upcoming big bads. We set up a lot of mysteries. Derek returned back to being the age that he's supposed to be.
But how did he do so, and why are his eyes gold and not blue anymore? Questions that need to be answered.
Exactly. But it was a good episode. I mean, we saw a lot of good action sequences. Not so much happening with Scott or Lydia in the episode, I want to say.
Well, except for Lydia when her banshee instincts kicked in to find the dead body of the
Right.
gas station attendant, which was a little gruesome.
Right. The episode started with Kate killing someone at the gas station.
Right.
Like turning into a werepanther. She can't get control of how and when she turns. So that was kind of the episode, and it's revealed that she returned Derek back to his childhood self so that she can get the Triskelion coin,
Right.
which in theory was supposed to help her control the transformations.
But it really didn't.
Turns out at the end of the episode, it was just a psychological thing that Peter did to Derek when he was learning how to turn as a child, and the thing does not have any sort of power to help Kate in any way. So
that was all a waste.
yeah, that
basically
was a waste. But thankfully, Derek is back to his human self. But that kid is talented, and he looks just like Tyler Hoechlin.
He really does. He's so
Oof.
cute. And that whole scene, I bet everyone got a kick out of that with Styles and young Derek when they walked into Scott's house and Agent McCall was there. And he's like, oh, do you guys want to eat Chinese with us? Who's this? And he's like, oh, this is my cousin Miguel. Throwback to season 1 where he called him Miguel. And that whole shirt-changing scene with Danny, that was just really funny. The whole steric back and forth banter. It's always fun to watch.
Also happened in the episode, it's revealed that kind of Styles and Malia are dating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's revealed, while Scott and Kira are not.
But they'll probably get there. They kissed last season, so they'll probably get there.
And we met the Berserkers and
Which are
the
scary
Benefactor.
Looking things.
So the Berserkers kind of sort of resemble humans. They walk upright. You can see like a bare torso.
And they have animal skulls on them.
Right, but they have animal skulls on them. They're super powerful because they kick Scott's ass, man.
And Malia and Peter just ran away, which is, I guess, what he does best.
And then we meet the Benefactor at the end of the episode. I'm sorry. Not at the end of the episode. In the promo for next week, after Wolf Watch, we met the Benefactor, and he slaughters a young guy's family. I don't know if he's the new character, Liam, or someone else. But he's going to be on canvas. So we'll be seeing that next week. But also, where was I going with this?
It's safe to assume, though, I mean, I'm not sure that the Benefactor was the one that gassed Kate and Peter at the ending scene. And I love that face-off between Peter and Kate because they always were at each other's throats, literally. And he's the one who's responsible for her being this jaguar or whatever it is you want to call her. But Peter had some sort of bonds hidden away in that underground hail refuge place underneath Beacon Hills, and there was 117 million dollars worth of bonds in there, and it got stolen. So it's safe to assume that it might have been the Benefactor that took the money. We're not sure, but considering he's in the next episode, maybe it's a possibility. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can even get that money back and why Peter was even hiding that much money down there to begin with. So, but with him, you never really get any answers.
That's why the episode's called 117, because that's how many $1 million was stolen. And in case you did not see the episode, but you're watching this for a recap, they're in this little underground hail lair where the Triskelion was kept that Kate was trying to get from Derek. And when they go down to get it, Peter reveals that it's powerless, but then they get attacked by someone we don't see. We just see Shoes walking at the end, and they steal his money. And clearly they knew it was there. So this person clearly does know Peter, does know the Hales, and knows enough to know that that's where they keep money. So a lot of fan theory is that this is a new character on campus that's, this Benefactor, or whether or not the Benefactor and the thief are two separate things. The thief has to be someone who's been on canvas. How does he know how would the person know all this stuff about Peter unless they go into flashbacks with whoever it is?
We'll find out, and there's always typically a reveal around episode 9 at least, or unless they change that up. Every season there's been like a big who is reveal with, you know, the Alpha, the Kanama, the Rock, the Nogitsune, and now we have the Benefactor, so that should be interesting to see. And he's another scary one to look at. If you saw the promo, he doesn't have a mouth, yet somehow he speaks to people. Just really, really creepy.
Really cool. We also, it is confirmed we will meet Dylan Sprayberry's Liam in the next episode. We will meet the Benefactor. And during Wolf Watch, Jill Wagner said that Kate and Peter will be facing off for the rest of the season.
Which sounds
witty
good.
banter and little pow-pow action. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Hopefully he puts the end to her permanently this time, because I wouldn't mind seeing her go.
That was the LOL moment of the episode when Peter said, can't people just stay dead? Coming from you, who didn't.
I know, and I like the scenes between Malia and Peter. He clearly knows that's his daughter, and Malia has no idea whatsoever, so when she finds that out, I wonder how that'll change. Since her view of him, she called him Satan in a V-neck, basically, which was a little interesting. I mean, he's done some bad things, but can we really call him Satan? I don't know.
I think he thinks he's better than he is. He hasn't really done anything except be the big bad of season 1. Since then, he's been kind of mellow.
Yeah, but let's not forget the whole I am the Alpha thing that nothing came from whatsoever.
I know, the whole next season, he didn't even do anything. So I don't know what that cliffhanger was about at all.
Oh, man.
But hopefully he starts showing his alpha side, or wannabe alpha side, I should say, this season, because he's got to step it up. If he's going to be a character, he needs to be a character. And I think he should head in there full force. I have a feeling, since he's not going to turn out to be the thief, obviously, because he was on the floor while people were stealing from him.
He had his moment of being the villain.
Probably isn't the benefactor. He's going to be redeemed. I think he's going to save the day in a big way in this season or something along those lines, because it's been shown now that Scott cannot defeat these berserkers even with his whole team, his whole pack. I mean, the berserkers are really strong, so I think they're going to need someone. And Peter can definitely step in and be that role, especially if they're going after his daughter. So we'll have to see what happens with the rest of the season.
It's looking good so far. A lot happening. A lot to keep up with and to deal with.
To round out the rest of the video, I am going to give you a trivia question and tell you the details about our season-long contest to win a Teen Wolf t-shirt. What you're going to have to do is like this video and subscribe to the channel, which I hope you do anyway, and answer this trivia question first in the comments section. So, let me think of one.
From the episode, right?
No, not necessarily. Oh. What is the episode title when Styles first introduced Derek as his cousin Miguel in season 1?
That's a good one. I don't even know what that is.
Be the first to answer correctly in the comments, and I will enter you into the season-long contest that I'll do it as a video at the end, and I'll show you exactly how I determine the winner and everything like that. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week for episode 3.